and welcome. My name's Melinda and I'm here with Creative Collections. Hello and welcome. Hey, I came out here and I was like, oh, I'll pick up a little few things, and time kind of got away from me. So, yeah, I'm here. Hello. As you're hopping on, be sure to say hello. If you're brand new, let me know where you're from. I'm here in Washington, chilly Washington. Our weather's getting ready to change. I think we had our last nice day for a while. So, okay. Sorry. I was just going to get some stuff. Hey, Faye. Hi, Denise. Faye, you are my first commenter tonight. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Teresa, that you're on. I have not forgot about you. Okay, I'm going to be working on that this week. I promise. It's just been crazy, but we got it. I don't know what that was. Oh, you can tell when you haven't cleaned in a while. I was cleaning off my tabletop because we are going to do a 12 Days of Christmas bundle project that you can get in the store. I provided the links. I don't know what that is from. Okay, hold on. Before I show y'all what I was doing, I'm trying to clean up. Okay. Woo, okay. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Deborah. Hey, everyone. Woo, woo. It's Wednesday. We've made it to Wednesday. Isn't that awesome? I was telling my assistant principal today, I'm like, is it Friday yet? Hi, Tanya. I'm like, is it Friday? Because I feel like it should be Friday. I'm setting the timer. There we go. Okay. Hi, Diana from Argentina. Woo! Hello and welcome. Isn't that awesome? Okay. So, as I promised, okay, we're going to do... Hi, Katie. I'm going to bring you on down. See if I need to adjust my camera because, yeah. Let's see. We are going to... Do y'all want to see look how clean it is. Yeah, I cleaned it. Okay, there we go. I cleaned it. Okay, I need to pull out some colors. I have not pulled out the colors yet because I was busy. We're going to use cherry tonight. I threw all the colors back in, and we're going to use nominee. So you have to bear with me because I gotta find all the colors. Okay, and then we're going to use. I want to use the new color. We're going to use Ivy. Okay. So these are the colors. Doesn't that look like Christmas? Beautiful. Okay, so this is the transfer. It's called 12 Days of Christmas. In a bundle, you can get, it comes with the hanging organizer. And I think I'm going to order another one. Not necessarily for Christmas, but I'm going to show y'all. I might have to bring you guys up to show you. When I was looking at doing this project, I was like, oh my gosh, would this not be cute like in a sewing room? Look, you could put like your tools in here or a craft room. You don't necessarily have to have it for Christmas, but wouldn't that be cute? And then it's got like little pockets and everything. And then we could put like that one transfer, the craft room or something. Am I using Jolene ink? Not tonight, but I have it. Even though this is a textile, I'm not using ink. I'm using paste. Okay? But I do have Jolene ink. Hot off the mail box, whatever you want to call it. Isn't that pretty? Do you want me to open it? And it's available until the 15th. Or unless it sells out. I was on the website yesterday, and it hadn't sold out as of then. Ooh. Look how beautiful. Let's go ahead and put it under. Hey, Connie. Hello, hello. Look how beautiful that is. So that's the Jolene ink. You can get that when you unlock it with a purchase. Now I'm going to try to put the lid back on. But yes, it's absolutely gorgeous. But we're not using ink tonight, even though this is a inking textile. I'm never going to put this in the washer. So why would I use ink? But this is well made. I am definitely going to go on and order another one for my craft room. Well, not for out here. For inside craft room. Sewing room. I know. I have a problem. Okay. So what I did was I'm going to, oh my gosh, Teresa, I'm going to cut up a transfer. You still have the paste. I know. I love the paste. Yes, the stencil, the crafting is my superpower. But I think it's like, it has like on there, what is it? Chalking, it has sewing. And so that would be so cute to put on here. Sewing is my superpower for my sewing room. So yeah, I got to go on and order that. Okay. We're going to cut the transfer up. I normally do not do this. You all know that. I like to keep my backings in whole, but I think it would be too hard to keep it without getting paste everywhere. So we're just going to cut it up. Cut it up, cut it up. Ooh. Don't do it! Oh, too late. Too late. I did it. I did it. Because there's like 12 of these suckers. Okay. Now I gotta put them back all in order too. So yeah, you can cut them up. I normally do not, but for tonight, I think it's going to save a lot of frustration. You probably would too. Yep. And it's completely okay. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do to keep them in order though. Because not every cut up transfer is equal. So I'm just going to put the number 1 Oh, that's not going to stick. I need, maybe, do I need an ink pen? Let me grab, nope, that's not going to work. Here's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to take some washi tape, and then we'll write the number 1. That. There we go. 1. Because I don't wash the backings, so that should be okay. We'll go 2. So yeah, you want, when you cut up your transfers, you want to be organized. Good thing I'm a teacher and I can count. Well, I'm a behavior teacher. I don't know that I can count. 3. 4. I feel like, what was it? I was planning a behavior lesson, and one of the lesson plans recommended like a Sesame Street song or something like that. And I was thinking about like the count, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't watched Sesame Street in forever. 6. 7. Ha ha ha. 8. Can anyone sing the 12 Days of Christmas? Does everybody know the words? 9. Oh, that's not right. That's 8. Are you sure I can count? This is 9. 10 Lords of Leaping. 11 Pipers of Piping. I know, you're all going to be like, this is 10. You're all going to be like, really? You got that song stuck in my head now. 11. And 12. I don't think I need to label that one. Only because when I take these inside to wash, I'm going to have them like all laid out. So I need to know which transfer goes with which one. Okay. You got your club today. It's only the 8th. You were surprised. It's our, oh, nice. Yeah, they are doing a really good job with the club. Okay. So remember I said we're not going to use ink, but I need something behind. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut an ink mat. This is a well-loved ink mat. Just about the size. And I do this all the time, okay? So it's going to sit right there, so that way I can press in for number 1, okay? So if you have old ink mats, don't throw them out. You can always use it. I don't need anything sticky on the back, but what I need is it to be firm. Okay. And being that it's fabric, guess what? You don't have to fuzz. You do not have to fuzz. We're going to use one color on it. We're going to use the ivy because this is going to be like Christmas. And then up here, we'll do the other colors. So it will be a fast project tonight, but an impactful one. And wouldn't it be fun, like, you know, to stuff it full of all kinds of like Christmas goodies and little gifts or whatever. Because I was like, oh, you know what? What could I do with this? I don't have a place to hang it. But it might be my only Christmas thing out because of the cats. But I was like, I could stuff it full of goodies and take it over to my grandkids and let them have fun with it. Okay. Just picking up the excess. Check your fingers, even though it's paste, it still can smear. Okay, and then, ooh, I pressed too hard. That's okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to fix it. So you don't want to press too hard. I pressed too hard. Oops. I was so excited to do this. So if you're using paste, you don't need to heat set it. No, right, you don't. Nope. Because you're not going to wash it unless you're going to wash it. I might throw this in the washer now that I ruined it. But no, we're going to fix it. Okay, Teresa, this one's yours. I'm going to fix it. I am going to fix it. Watch what I'm going to do. Yep. Okay. Done. It's fixed. And then I'm going to take and just move it over. You're all like, well, how's she going to fix it? That's not fixing it. I'm wondering if my paste is just like too watery. Okay, let's try it again. But now I have to make it all match. I don't know, guys. Maybe I ruined it. But you know what's great is that y'all can see my mistakes, and then when you do the project yourself, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember when Melinda did that. I'm not going to do that a second time. Don't push too hard. I got so excited. Do y'all hear Willow? Don't worry, that's all getting covered up. Told you we're going to fix it. Have a good day. Okay. And 3 French hens. You don't hear Willow because Willow is laying down out here. It was funny. I was like, come on, we're going to the studio. And again, she came right to the door. So I think the problem is she doesn't like to be left alone in the house. Because, you know, during the summer when I was home and I did my lives, I left her outside while I did it. But it was light out and, you know, it was summertime and everything like that. And so I think what she's in the house, and when it's dark, she sees, you know, movement out here, and I think it freaks her out. So I will just have to bring her to work with me. I do. This is a Ivy. And I do have black paste and Nominee. There we go. Okay. Oops. Need to separate those. Okay, one more, then we're going to fix it. I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix it. I'm going to show you how. Whoops. And then this one is For Calling Birds. Because even using the tool, it seems to run. I think it's my paste. My paste is a little thin. So if you have thin paste and you're like, well, how do I prevent that from happening? Leave the lid off of your paste for a while, or pull some out into a color tray and walk away for about maybe a half hour, and it'll dry out a little bit, and then you shouldn't have any issues. You got the ash, Connie? Yeah, I saw you put an order in. You're going to love the ash color. Ash is beautiful. Ash is absolutely, I love it. Okay. There we go. Okay. So you're like, well, how is she going to fix it? So I'm going to take a paintbrush and just right inside, I'll paint over it. If I give it to the kids, they're not going to care, right? They're going to care about the candy and the candy canes and all the fun stuff. Because I'm like, I could put bubbles in here, you know, just like little trinkets from Dollar Tree would be really cute. So. Okay. So let's go ahead and dry this. No, but I think Connie can get packages delivered. She just can't get like mail, like, you know, our USPS. So that's what's is like their mail system. But she can get packages because packages are from like UPS or FedEx, equivalent to us in Canada. I am going to order another one of these though for my sewing room. And put it right by like my sewing table and stuff, my sewing machine, because this would be perfect to like put extra bobbins in, rotary cutters, scissors, you know, all those fun things, you know, rulers. All those little fun things that you lose. Yeah, your ink is thin too, so that's why when you do your textiles, you really can't push that hard. But this paste, I don't know if you can tell, but see how watery it is? Versus, let me show you cherry. Okay. So, kind of see see how waterier than the cherry is. So I don't know if it is me or if it's the paste, but we'll find out when I use cherry. Okay. So what I am going to do, and you're like, well, how is she going to fix it? Okay. So we're going just going to put that right over there. I'm going to use a nominee. And another detail. And I'm going to lightly mess it up, probably. Yeah. Because I can't push that hard. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Because otherwise I'm going to be on the phone with chalk. Let's try that. Let's do this. I don't know. You know how I keep it all real here for y'all. I kind of like... Well, no, it's not going to matter. There is something different coming in your order. What's different? It's always fun to get something a little bit different, right? Okay. I might have messed this up, guys. We'll see. We will see. Okay. I'm not sure this is going to work. Yeah. Guess what? I think this is a chalk transfer issue. Okay. Something's not, but I have a plan B. Connie, I have a plan B. So let's go ahead and finish up. Okay. It's all okay. No, I'm not going to use ink. Ink is thinner than the paste. It's all okay. It's all okay because I have a plan. So let's cover this up, let it dry, and we're going to move on. Because I'm not going to spend the night worrying about it. Because I have a plan. There we go. Oops. Okay. Good thing it is paste and not ink. Oh, I was like, where did the pocket go? Okay. Your club is coming in your order. See? I was going to say, Connie, if you want to get around that with the club, you could turn designer. You get 40% off. Because I know it's been a while. And on the 6th of every month, you could go in and purchase next month's club. Okay? So you would get it a month early, like I get mine a month early, so that way because I'm choosing. Or you could just wait until the 6th and then they would bill you for that month. You do not have to wait on the strike. Whoop, whoop. See there? I knew there would be a way. Knew there would be a way. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Let's see how much more we can mess up. Shall we? You're all like, how is she going to pull this off? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to figure it out. Ta-da! Good. I knew they would figure chalk is really good. Six geese a lane. Because you're from Argentina, chalk only distributes to the United States and Canada right now. So unfortunately, no. However, don't stop watching me because I do other things than just chalk. Okay. And it gives you some good ideas. And stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, right now, and not all of Canada can get chalk. I have some viewers that they, because of the province that they live in, is not shipped there. So I'm sorry. But maybe one day, we can only hope, right? Because I'm telling you, if the world discovered chalk, there'd be so much happiness. Because you can be a creator, you can be a designer, not necessarily like what, to sell. I mean, anybody that does chalk, whether it's a hobby or crafting or whether you are a designer, in the business, you are a creator, and so yeah, it definitely makes me think outside the box a lot, like tonight. But we're gonna make it work. Oh, I better turn on my glue gun. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? Right, Quebec is not included, which I don't know why. I mean, we ship to Hawaii and Alaska. But maybe one day. But here's the thing, it's like if you're able to get products that are like chalk, like stencils and chalk paste, not necessarily chalk's ingredients, but there are some companies out there, or that have like recreated to copy chalk. You could get the ideas and then create that way. So okay, let's go ahead and dry this and then we'll do the others. Because it's Quebec. Aw, thank you. Well, I'm glad you have commenting and get to know you. I know I have a lot of viewers out there that don't comment. And Dan, yeah, I can't. I'll figure something out. If it's not chalk related, I'm going to go ahead and put you in the bucket for a drawing for Happy Mail. So if you get selected, it just wouldn't be chalk related. So, thanks for commenting. Oh yeah, I did set the timer. That's why I like when I'm at work in the meetings, like the committees and stuff, I can never be the timekeeper because I can never keep track of time. Moving on to our next. I'm setting paper towels there. Okay, now we're at 9 ladies dancing. Nine ladies dancing. 10 lords a leaping. I'm going to have to order some more ivy too. I have to put in a paste order. Told you I'd be using ivy up this holiday season. Okay. Connie, you're the last comment on there. There you go. 2 more, and then we're going to fix. Well, I'm going to show you what we're going to do to fix it. And nobody will be the wiser because my brain has been like thinking, how can I fix it? How can I fix it? Because I love Bob and Doug, 12 Days of Christmas. It's on YouTube. Yes, who doesn't like 12 Days of Christmas? I remember when I used to work retail back in, my younger years, when I was a teenager and a young adult, and it was Christmas holiday season, and I worked in a it was Ross, if anybody knows what Ross is. Anyways, they would play holiday music from the day after Thanksgiving until the day Christmas Eve every single year. And it was on a loop. And the 12 Days of Christmas would play like every 30 minutes. And so you figure you're on an 8-hour schedule. How many times do you think I listened to the 12 Days of Christmas from the time I started work and usually I did closing. So this was like 10 o'clock at night. And I used to be like, putting the clothes away, straightening up, and I would just be like, singing that song, because it's a long song. It's like 5 or 6 minutes long. When you have the full verses, it's a very long song. Okay. Well, we booked let me tell you a little bit what's been going on since I've talked to you guys last. We booked our flights to Vegas for the national race. So Rory is officially registered as a senior driver to race in the Winter Nationals. So last year, as a junior driver, he made it to the A mains, which we were not. When you go to those big races, basically you don't expect much, like wherever they, because they do timed and then heat races. So wherever he places in that, if he can just transfer to the next class. So some of the classes they start, we call it the alphabet soup, because the goal is to get to the A main, but some of the classes, they're starting in E, F, maybe even G. And so there's 10 cars in each of those classes. And so when they start so far back and they climb their way up, they're always starting in the back of the pack, because there's always 5 top cars. And then, so if you came in 5th to transfer, then your car is going to be 0. And so last year, we were only expecting him to really just to advance. And he put all of his cars into the A mains, and then he podiumed in one. So hopefully we're going to see that again this year. That would be so nice as a senior driver. But that's where, he's driving against, the best of the best drivers out there. Also, because they come from all over the United States. And some of the kids, they come up from Canada, or come down from Canada, Alaska, and everything. So it's quite the show. Okay, I'm going to set this aside to dry. And then you're probably like, well, how is she going to fix it? I'm going to fix it. Okay. Let me cut off that. Remember what I told you? You guys can chalk on ribbon. Okay? So what we're going to do is I probably want a sticky mat. So now this is an ink mat. Okay. The whole time I've been doing that, I have left the jar off, the lid off of my nominee. And so, to kind of thicken it up a little bit, like I told y'all. Ta-da! Okay. I told you I would fix it. But I was just trying to figure out, like, how am I going to fix this? I think that's crooked. Piper's piping. Let's dry it. Because I don't want to mess it up. And remember, the nominee, when it's dry, is going to look embossed. I just hope I have enough of this black ribbon. Watch, I probably don't. I have to be careful. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, ooh, I may not have enough of the black ribbon. So yeah, I left the lid off of the nominee because remember I opened the nominee last time we were here, and it hasn't had a whole lot of time to dry out. So I left it off. While I was doing the other project. And you can chalk on ribbon. You can chalk on almost everything. Yep, that's what I plan on doing. You can pretty much chalk on anything and everything. You can get so creative. Okay. Okay, there's 4. Set that there. That's why I separated them, so that way I can, because at first I was just going to stack them all up, the transfers, and then take them into the house and wash them. But when I was like, oh, nope, I need to have them separated because we're going to do it this way. We're going to Vegas Thanksgiving weekend or week. So Leanna and I and Piper, we have school until Tuesday of that week of Thanksgiving. And then we'll fly out that night and get in late because they will start racing the next day. And then Rory and his dad, they will drive down, I think on either Saturday or Sunday. I think they're leaving on Saturday. So they'll drive down because Rory has to be there on Monday for sign-ins and registration to finish registering, and he has to sign his life away. So there's none of him getting out of school or having to go to school. He gets out of school. But Piper's not racing. So Leanna, we decided as a team that it's just too much for her to handle this year. You know, she's doing really great with her racing, but we don't want to overwhelm her. It's just way too much, you know, because like I said, they could start in the E main, and then if she was to advance, then she would have like the D main, and then the C main, and then the B main, and it's just a lot of racing for her. Yeah, I dried them. Oh, they're still a little wet though. Yes, dry your ribbons. Dry your ribbon. Okay, that feels dry now. You know, it's funny. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to come out here and get this project done. This will be an easy one. Ha 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 ha. That's okay though, you know. It just means you get me longer. I hear you. Faye, you are a commenter. Thanks for commenting. There we go. Geese Lane. And then 5 golden rings. That fly, I think, came out of hibernation. Maybe Willow let one in. There we go. Okay. Put that up there. Dry these two. Grab some more ribbon. set that aside just in case. What, 4 more? Go. Now hopefully I don't have to wash these transfers. We'll see. There we go. I might have to wash this one. I don't know. And this one. Okay. So because I don't have a sink, I'm just going to wash this really good, just with a Lysol wipe. That's all you need. And some water. Ow. Just burnt myself. I just burnt myself. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. You know, I owe you guys long ones, right? Because I'm only here 3 days a week now. So, y'all get long ones with me. Okay. Hold on, I need. Gotta dry it. Connie, when do you go back to work? I hope this works because you know what? I can see. If it doesn't work, that's okay. I tried. But I can see the paste still in the silk screen because I did not clean it right away and I don't have running water. Yeah, so let's gonna soak that real good, and then we're going to work on what I do have done. Okay. Oh, now you have to figure out, okay. Now we're going to have to figure out where these all go. So I'm going to just okay. 12 drummers drumming, right? So you'll get the idea of this. Whoops, you guys can't see. Boom. Okay. So 12 drummers drumming. $11 pipers piping. $10 lords of leaping. Didn't put you in, so now you're doing the Saturday and new schedule for next week. Yes, because you guys have your Canadian your Thanksgiving up there this next week. So that's why we went to Turkey Trot and celebrated Thanksgiving with our Canadian friends and family. 9 ladies dancing. Wish I had green ribbon, but the black's okay. It stands out. Okay, 8 maids of milking. Thanks. It is turning out. Okay, so I was like a little worried. I'm not going to lie to y'all. When I did the first 4, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these put on that I've done. And then tonight I'm going to wash the transfers. Okay, 7 swans of swimming. I'm going to wash the transfers really well. And then Friday when I come back out to the studio, I'm going to, we'll finish it. Because I know it's getting late. I haven't ate dinner yet. And, so 6 geese a lane. But yes, it's turning out adorable. And then 5 golden rings. And then Friday, when I come back out, the transfers will be nice and clean, and we can finish it up, and then we'll do another fun project, a quickie. Like so. Okay. But that's cute. I like it. I like it. Okay. The only thing, and then Friday, because this will be a part 2, is that we're going to, we'll go ahead and paste this on using our paste, and then so we'll finish it up. But yeah, it's like almost 8 o'clock, and I've been on since 6:30. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like right now. Friday, we're going to finish it. You probably wouldn't have thought of it. Yes, you would have, Teresa. But yes, I was like, okay, how could, because if you look at this one, like here, how can I cover that up? I can't chalk over it. Y'all saw me trying to do that. And so that's when I was like, oh, but I could put ribbon on over it, and we'll just put it very carefully where it, and it'll cover it up. The kids are never going to know, because all they're going to care about is, oh, look at that. Nama put 5 chocolates in that pocket for me, or, you know, so that's what they're going to care about, because this is going to go to the grandkids, and we're going to get like candy canes and all kinds of fun stuff and pop them into the thing. Okay, last ticket, Teresa. And then, like I said, I'll be back on Friday. We're going to finish this up. So come back to watch part 2. And maybe I'll have time to stop. Well, Christmas stuff isn't out yet. I was like, Christmas candy and stuff isn't out yet. So, yeah. So Friday we'll come back. We'll finish it up. And then you'll get to see the full kit and caboodle. But I love it so far. I love the fact that, look at that ribbon. I mean, it looks metallic. It is sticking, standing out. It's perfect. Okay, so thanks everyone. Woo, that was a rough one tonight. I'll be back on Friday at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. We're going to finish this up, and then we'll do a fun project too. So it'll probably be another late one. So until then, y'all have a great Thursday, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Good night, everyone.